Oh,
Um,
absolutely, and it's connected. Like I was reading yesterday about a Dutch. I have to promote my country a little bit. The Dutch scientist who basically invented the microscope. And what he did was interesting because he could have, put anything under the microscope, but he took a drop of water and like, why water was boring, and then he put, and he's like, whoa, and he saw all these cells and living, and he wrote a letter to the scientific committee, and I was checking it yesterday, and like, dude, you gotta see what I'm seeing here. This is amazing, and this is whole new world, and literally the committee wrote a letter back like, maybe you should, not touch that gin so much anymore. Like, basically, you're drunk. We don't believe you. We're sending people over to check, and they did, and of course, it worked out. So he sort of unraveled this whole world in a drop of water, like something so mundane. And I think if we have that perspective again, that we are connected, right, on a mega scale or on a micro scale, and that connection is changing, but it's also feeding us and can bring us to places we've never been before. Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, or we just become robot food for the AI machines. That's also a scenario. Yeah, yeah.
that's also plan B, always.
Yeah, that's, oh man, these babies are getting smarter. I mean, like, I'm an artist, and I work with it now, and I always found it a bit blasé, people AI, and now I'm working on it. And I'm like, whoa, like we're screwed as human
Yeah.
beings.
Yeah, I think it's the
Definitely.
first time in the last months, few months, that the general public has access to all these AI things on
No,
a very direct and very easy interface, which is just talking to a computer. And we're seeing this power, and you get absorbed. The first time you try it, you spend all night
sucks you up.
awake. Yeah,
It's exciting. Yeah, and at the same time, it's sort of good because the more people work on it, the more advanced it gets, the more tool, and it means that the idea and the skills you have as human beings and the creativity becomes more important. I'm having a feed with my studio team, and I can see which person of the team created which one, like how they use the prompt, and so I can still see identity.
their fingerprint.
Exactly, I can still see his or her fingerprint in it, and it's the same feed, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's him, oh yeah, that's her, and so I don't get the fairness of it. uh, you got to play with it, you got to experiment, you got to make agreements about it, but you're right, it's one of the few moments in my life that you're like, whoa, it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
we're,
but
we're
you said that
scratching the surface.
you are not very afraid of them, and I think it's part of your philosophy, as you said. You're driven by curiosity or you are driven by fear.
Yeah, yeah, but we're definitely screwed as
Yeah, well,
humanity.
yeah,
Let be clear, 9 to 10 years, and like 70% of world population will be affected by. We're definitely, definitely screwed for sure. But let's sort of enjoy it in the meantime, and but on a serious note, uh, realize that our if we want to become future proof, our human skills, our desire to learn, our desire to share, our desire to challenge, our desire to change perspective, our creativity is our true capital. And so the more we invest in that as a society, as education, why do I know when Napoleon conquered Waterloo? Why do I know these things? It's crazy. And why don't I know how my brain works, or how to collaborate, or how to develop more empathy, or what the lifespan of a butterfly is. um and 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 so it starts with sort of embedding those values in our DNA of society, and that's how we will balance the relationship with the machines. That's the only way. Yeah.
yeah. But in that sense, I welcome this opportunity because yes, we are screwed, and at the same time, it's a great opportunity for us to find those human things,
Yeah,
values, assets, whatever we
exactly.
think it
Yeah.
makes us human, and really connect and develop those. And
Exactly. Like if we continue in the same way, we're screwed. If we're willing to change our perspective, it's a new frontier.
yeah,
But there's no way we're going to fix the global challenges with the existing linear way of thinking. I don't buy it. But yeah, that's just me. But So we are forced indeed to change our perspective, as we did maybe yesterday, or as we did 500 years ago. And I just hope I don't get, house arrest for the rest of my life because of an idea. Yeah, like Galileo did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That really sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Poor guy. Yeah.
Nos encantaría recibir tu retroalimentación de estos podcasts para continuar generando contenidos que te sean útiles e interesantes. Si puedes, déjanos un comentario en la página web victorsaadia.com.